Hi, I'm Steven.
I'm Autumn.
Join us as we explore old forgotten cemeteries
Visit haunted locations,
and communicate with spirits of yesterday.
giving a voice to the voiceless.
Join us on our journey. We are
Myers Paranormal.
Hi everybody, it's Steven.
It's Autumn. Hey y'all.
Myers Paranormal. Today we come out to MT Nebo Cemetery, established 1867. Y'all come along as we explore it. This is the MT Nebo Cemetery. It's a really old one. Let's get into walking it. Oops. Because we were on the side of the road and it was super loud, I'm gonna start this video by kind of giving a verbal history, and then we'll start this. But it's named after this church across the road that's been here since the early 1800s. So. MT Nebo Cemetery was named after the nearby MT Nebo Presbyterian Church. The church was originally established October 2nd, 1867, as a Presbytery of Springville Synod. On October the 25th, 1958, the church was renamed the First Presbyterian Church of Trussville and still stands today. MT Nebo Cemetery predates the church for which it's named and began as a family plot for the family of Dr. John Spearman Edwards, who moved in Jefferson County from South Carolina in 1830. He first owned the land. After Dr. Edwards' death, January 18, 1841, the land passed to his granddaughter, Georgiana Davis, the wife of Dr. Elias Davis, a Confederate surgeon killed during the Civil War. Upon the death of his wife, the cemetery land was passed to her sons J.D.S. and W.E.B. Davis. Both were prominent physicians in early Birmingham. The daughters of W.E.B. Davis next owned the cemetery and deeded it to the Trussville Memorial Cemetery Association in the 1970s. Rocks and rock cairns mark many of the earlier graves. Burials here include those who served in the Civil War and both World Wars. This is an old cemetery. Feely family. Andersons. Look at that. The moss is took up into where the words are. We're on a little trip to Birmingham. We do every 2-3 months for Hope's Doctors, and last time we were up here, we needed a place to feed Hope because she was getting sick, and we come to this little town on the outskirts and found lots of old historic cemeteries to film, and we decided when we come back, we'd come back early and film them. That way you guys can check it out. So that's a World War II veteran. Yeah. There have to be a barrel up here, but there's no gravestone. You can see where it's finally the casket collapsed. Lots of field stones, and Nancy Perry and her husband J.H. Taylor. Yeah, this one is This is another one that has some awesome ones. The lots of obelisks, stacked stones, the Woodman of the World, slices of bread as we call it, infants, Martha Hendricks. This is John F. Taylor, died in 1912, the Woodman of the World. This is Amy Taylor, daughter of John over there, died in 1915. If y'all want to check out some of these stones, just pause the video and you can look at them real close. This is Thomas Perry, Confederate States Army. He died in 1912. Large field stones, and some that just can't even hardly read them. It looks like this right here is even a grave with it has a rock surround on it, but there's no like headstone though. This is the McGowan's 1960, 1957 barrels. Yeah. This is the Sam's family, husband and wife, and a child. And this center part here is like the oldest part of it because there's numerous field stones, stacked stone barrels, just looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe 6 children right here. Usually, yeah, that's what I thought. J.W. Edwards, born 1837, died 1864. No, 1857, died 1864. These actually have the headstone still intact. This one's William Edwards, 1845, died 1864. This one's John M. Andy. That one's gone. Sarah. I don't know, can't hardly read it. And this one, barely read it either. But this one's Sarah Jane Morrow. She died in 1863. Oh, 83, born in 67. So, D.G. Faust, died in 1883. Mamie Nation, died in 1926. This is along a busy highway. We had to park across the road and run over here. This is the Edwards. So these are some pretty ones. Real old historic cemetery over here. Child's grave. Davis something Latham, 1888 to 1888. January to June. That's all it lived. And then there's 2 people buried right here. This is Matura. Waldorf, Waldrop, okay. Died in 1894. The Waldrop died in 1903. Waldrop died in 1919. This one died in 1940. Looks like we may have a couple of soldiers right here. No, it ain't soldiers' graves. Elizabeth Weaver, 1849 to 1923. William Wood, 1877 to 1922. Jose A. Stadler, died in 1918. That one's sunk in. Just loads of little stones. I think this is a double stack stone, like a husband and wife together. It just began to crumble and collapse. I mean, there's just a ton of little small field stones all the way out through here. It's absolute tons of them. And this is the Edwards family right here, and I don't know why they call this mountain Nebo, Nebo. Well, it's something to do with that church, but I know that much. Here's a child's grave. Looks like maybe a couple of modern ones down there, but not really. Most of these are older graves, except for around the outer perimeter. These are, looks like mostly children. Right in here. This is the Knowles, 1900, J.A. Knowles. These Knowles died in 1887 and 1916. This is the Vans, 1899. More field stones. A little small family plot, and then out in here is even more. So, not a real big place, but pretty good size, and it's very old. These are the kinds that we like. I love to investigate this type of cemetery, but we hadn't come to investigate these. We just came to show you guys these, because I don't know that I trust bringing my equipment to Birmingham. I'd be afraid it gets stolen. So these are just little small graves out through here. Some's collapsed. There's just the newest ones are right here in this corner. This one's an older one from 1903. John Bird. So, absolute history-filled cemetery. So we'll be making our way out. There's a field stone. It wasn't locked, it was just latched with the chain, so we'll have to make sure that we... There's a deal. Died, it was 2 years old. Here's that little small family plot with just looks like 2 to 3 people in it. and it's John we John William Ritchie. Died in 1904. It's a Ritchie family. So anyway, guys, we hope y'all enjoyed this short explorer. We'll have the history. I'll do a little voiceover at the beginning with a picture at the cemetery, and then we'll get into it. So thank y'all for joining in, and until next time, we'll see you later.
You're watching Myers Paranormal.